Hello, this is Matthew Robert Payne. This is an interview with the Saint from Heaven, and this is the Kingdom Age playlist. We've gone through many different stages in these interviews. The people used to be a lot of people listening. Very few people listening now, so we welcome you if you're listening on YouTube. I hand it over to Tolu.
Thank you, Matthew. It's understandable why people might not be listening. It's getting too deep for people, Matthew. So not everyone can persevere with this level of intensity in our messages. I was speaking to my physio yesterday, and my physio said, Tolu, a lot of things you say is very difficult for me to believe. I said, yeah, it's okay. I said, but the fact that you do not believe doesn't mean it doesn't exist. And they said, you're right. The fact that a cat does not know that the tax is being paid, tax still needs to be paid. But it's none of the business. A cat doesn't worry about the tax, isn't it? They just live in their house, enjoy their owner, but their owner still need to pay tax to the government. He said that's what a friend of his told him when he was trying to describe the things of the spiritual, that the fact that you don't know doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So I don't care whether one person watches this, it blesses my heart. I go back to them, I watch them, and I'm blessed. So we welcome you, my darling treasure, which so for somebody that is listening to this for the first time, you might be thinking, who's my darling treasure? It's Papa, who you might know as God as well. And we welcome you, especially Jesus and Holy Spirit. We welcome you. We welcome you, June. What's the name?
Daniel.
Daniel. Yeah, Daniel. We welcome you, Sharon, and the team as well that are currently working with me. And I welcome you, especially my darling husband, Ben. And who else do I need to welcome? I welcome the inhabitant of earth and heaven. And I welcome all Matthew's beautiful wives. Who I can go through their names now, but heaven knows who they are. And we welcome you. Anyone that will be watching this later, we welcome you as well. So, who are we speaking to today? The person we'll be speaking to today, as I was about to sleep yesterday night, the name just dropped into my spirit. I'm like, oh, I've never thought of this person. We've never spoken to the person before. And the person is, there's no way, even if I tell Matthew to guess, you couldn't guess the name. So there's no need of me trying to ask him to guess. Is Ishmael.
It's who?
Ishmael. Did I pronounce it right?
Ishmael.
Is it you call it Ishmael? I call it Ishmael. Wow, we never pronounce that. We always have different pronunciations, isn't it?
Yeah.
So before we welcome Ishmael, let me read this. Let me give you a little bit of summary about who Ishmael is. So Ishmael is one of the most significant figures in the Bible and is also deeply important in Islam and respected with Judaism. Understanding him helps explain why he remains a central figure in conversation about faith, family, identity, and God's promises. Ishmael was the first son of Abraham. His mother was Hagar, an Egyptian servant of Abraham's wife Sarah. When Abraham and Sarah had waited many years without children, Sarah suggested that Abraham have a child through Hagar. Ishmael was born when Abraham was about 86 years old. Years later, when Sarah unexpectedly gave birth to Isaac, tension grew between the two families. Sarah asked Abraham to send Hagar and Ishmael away. Abraham was deeply distressed, but according to the biblical account, God told him to listen to Sarah while also promising that Ishmael will become the father of great nation. And after being sent into the wilderness, Hagar feared that son would die of thirst. God heard Ishmael's cry and showed Hagar at a well of water. God reaffirmed his promise. Ishmael will survive. He will become the father of great nation, and God will be with him. Ishmael grew up in the wilderness, became an archer, and later married an Egyptian woman. According to Genesis 25, he had 12 sons who became leaders of 12 tribes. 12, like Jacob. Wow. This is one of the biggest misunderstandings. Although Isaac became the child through whom the biblical covenant continued, the Bible does not portray God as abandoning Ishmael. Instead, God made several promises to him. I will make you into a great nation. I have heard him. I will bless him. I will greatly increase his descendant. Even Ishmael's name means God is, because God heard Hagar's distress before he was born. So in Islamic tradition, Ishmael is honored as a prophet. He is traditionally understood to have helped his father Abraham build the Kaaba in Mecca and is regarded as an ancestor of the prophet Muhammad. Although the Quran does not explicitly name the son involved in Abraham's willingness to sacrifice his child, Islamic tradition generally identifies the son as Ishmael rather than Isaac. Later on in life, the Bible records something remarkable. When Abraham died, Ishmael and Isaac buried their father together. Despite the painful history between them, they stood side by side at Abraham's burial. So that's who Ishmael is. So can we welcome Ishmael now? Hello, Ishmael.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you as well?
I'm doing okay. I've never been interviewed before.
So are you surprised?
Yeah, I'm a bit shocked. Though Holy Spirit told me I'd be interviewed,
Wow. But you were still shocked.
I was still shocked.
Why?
Because I'm generally disregarded as by Christians and by
Wow.
people who read the Bible. They don't
Wow.
consider me as important. I was the rejected son.
Wow. 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 My God. That's deep. Rejection is not good.
Yeah.
It affects one's life forever. Do you still feel rejected now?
No, I'm okay. I I've established my place in heaven and established my place among other people. It's just people who know my story reject me, but I've got enough friends. Heaven is a nicer place, nice enough place to make friends, and they believe in who you are and they believe in where you come from. I wasn't rejected like Judas was or Hitler was. I'm not so much well known, and not a lot of people know me, but I have got personal friends,
Wow.
and I've
I
got my
didn't.
children
Yeah, because you've
and
got
my wife.
12. Yeah. Yeah, you've got 12 sons, isn't it? Of course, those will have multiplied now, grandchildren, great grandchildren. Yeah, so you've got more than enough, isn't it?
Yeah, enough relations, enough sons and daughters, and uh, you hear that I had 12 sons, but I had daughters too.
Yeah, they didn't. That's you can see sometimes the Bible can be biased. They didn't mention the daughters.
Yeah, you couldn't have 12 sons and not have a daughter.
Well, it does happen. Some people have got all boys,
Yeah.
but I understand what you mean. So, how's your relationship with your father, Abraham?
Yeah, it's a good relationship. He didn't want to get rid of me. It was just Sarah who decided to get rid of my mum. Yeah.
So, how's your relationship with Sarah now and Abraham?
Relationship is good. She was just doing what she could to protect her own family. I can understand her doing that. Uh, there's no animosity. Uh, you can't live in the kingdom culture and hold grudges and hold resentments. Uh, and so God establishes your heart and helps you forgive and helps you move on with certain things that may disturb you.
Wow. So when did you stop defining your life by what happened to you, and you started defining it by who you became?
As I grew, as a child, I didn't understand, but as I grew into a man, I come to accept myself and my past for what it was, and I decided to make something of it rather than wallowing in a bad decision by Sarah.
Hmm, that's powerful. Rather than wallowing in bad decision by Sarah. Do you think that was a bad decision? Is that how you viewed it?
Yeah, and my mother told me about how Gabriel turned up to feed us, and
Yeah,
so I had a strong understanding that God was on our side. Uh,
yeah,
Angels don't turn up for people who are rejected.
yeah.
Uh, and so I had a strong understanding of the supernatural, and I was able to deal with angels in my life and had
Hmm.
interaction with angels. God supernaturally looked after us, and the Arabs. Matthew's heard that the Arab race comes from the Ishmaelites. We outnumbered the Jews. Um, yeah,
Yeah, you're blessed. You were blessed. And I think that's a message that God was passing across, that irrespective of whether you were the promised son to Abraham, you're still my child. And God was able to communicate that very clear to you. And I guess that's the message God is communicating to everyone in heaven, that you are all my children, irrespective of what the Christians think you were supposed to be. Because left to the Christians, they wanted God to chase all those children out, just like Sarah said, chase Ishmael and the mother away, is Hagar. So that will have been their desire as well, to have the authority to be able to chase every other person that is not Christian out of heaven. Why? Why does he have to come to that? So, but God is saying, yes, I love every one of my children. So, and God was able to show that to you by meeting you in a supernatural way in the wilderness.
yeah, he's able to. He supernaturally uh, had an angel. Uh, Matthew thinks the Bible says Gabriel uh, meet with us, and it was uh, nice, important that God reached out to us and showed us food and water. Um,
Wow.
yeah, it's
So what?
nothing like supernatural provision to get your faith right. And I heard about that story from my mother, and
Hmm.
I was also able in my life to meet angels from time to time. So God supernaturally looked after us. From my testimony that God looked after my mother and me, you can tell that it wasn't God's choice for us to be rejected.
No, no. I love that. I love that. It wasn't God's choice to be rejected. So that's the message you're communicating to everyone today in heaven, isn't it?
Yeah, uh, I I want to encourage people who were rejected by their parents or rejected by their father or rejected by someone that it's not always God's design for you to be rejected. It's not always God's choice, but humans make decisions based on being threatened or based on their small-mindedness, and But sadly, rejection carries a sting, carries a mark, and can mark you forever. So
Yeah.
even if someone says to you, your father didn't mean to reject you or didn't purposely do that, doesn't really mean much to you when you felt that rejection all your life.
Mm,
So there's so many people in heaven who is living still with the sting and the wounding of being rejected, and perhaps I can speak to those people and say that the God of heaven, who has put out an invitation to meet everyone, he certainly doesn't reject you, and he loves you, and he's probably, I'll speak on behalf of him, he's probably sorry that you
mm,
felt that you were rejected and you didn't feel the wrong thing, you didn't make the wrong conclusion many times that did happen. But there's a life after rejection, there's a life that you can build, as a life that you can develop despite your past. And the God that I know and I've met over the last few weeks is very understanding and very loving, very caring, and he'll listen. He'll listen to your pain. He'll listen to your struggle. He'll listen to your ideas, and he won't try and cover them up. He won't try and put a false bandage on them. He won't try and smother you. He'll
mm.
talk to you about your pain and let you share your pain willingly and talk to you about it and help you overcome it.
Wow, that's so beautiful. I hope that blesses a lot of hearts. What did being overlooked teach you that being celebrated never could?
What? What's that question again?
What did being overlooked, being rejected, what did that teach you that being celebrated could never have taught you?
Uh, Being rejected makes you feel worthless, makes you feel without value. My mother always tried to instill in the fact that she chose me. She didn't leave me behind. She didn't uh, uh, discourage me from being her son. And she only moved me to another place so she couldn't hear my crying because it was hurting her so much. But she didn't do that because she rejected me. She did that because my crying was breaking her heart. So
Wow.
she always let me know that I was chosen by her, and she basically let me know that Abraham would have chosen me, but he had to succumb to what his wife wanted.
Hmm.
And having an understanding that you're loved and you're loved by your mum and chosen by your mum helps you heal from the pain of not seeing your father
Wow.
and not having the
Wow.
ability to grow up with him.
Wow. 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 Pain of not seeing your father. That stings.
Yeah, it hurt me, and it was a hurt of most of my life. I had the ability to meet Abraham in heaven and restore my relationship, but it's an important thing when you're rejected to sometimes develop the better life, become the better man, and approach the person who you feel rejected you and make amends with them and try and restore the relationship. And I did that in heaven with my father, and my father was glad to know me and happy to spend time with me. We did it first of all in paradise under the earth
Mm,
before Jesus rose us from the dead. But sometimes you can feel rejected and not reach out and let the rejection have its way with you, have success in your life, and you got a choice.
mm,
Rejection really stings. Rejection really hurts, and I can understand if you don't rise up and try and help the breach. But in my life, I tried to do it, and Abraham was receptive. My father was receptive, but I can understand those of you who've been rejected by your mother or father, or a
mm.
sister or brother, and not feeling good enough, not feeling happy enough to approach them and try and restore the breach. I can respect people who didn't do it because of fear, because of worry, because of emotions being too strong. So I'm not sitting here in judgment of anyone. Rejection is a really harsh thing. Matthew understands the sting of rejection, and he's had rejection for much of his life as like a stronghold over his
Mm.
life, and caused was one of the causes of addictions, and so
Wow.
he understands that a little bit. I encourage you, if you're in heaven, to ask God for advice, ask God for help. Perhaps God can reach out to the person you were rejected by and help make the relationship more stable and be forgiven. But there's no judgment here. I have no judgment for people. I'm not judging people who've been rejected or judging people who've rejected people. Relationships are a hard thing. Relationships are a dicey thing. Relationships are hard, and that's why. Not to mention him, but Satan uses relationships to destroy people and hurt people and break people, and he's very good at using the flesh in people, people's natural inclinations, and so that's why I don't want to bring like an act of judgment on people who haven't reached out to the people that rejected them. I can understand that can be very hard, and you can live a good life in heaven, even having people in heaven that have rejected you and not reaching out to them. But if you feel that some person has rejected you, uh, if you feel that some person feels that you rejected them, perhaps you can take the first step and reach out to them.
Thank you. That's such a beautiful response, Ishmael. You know, have you ever felt rejected by God?
Initially, I did feel that my situation called for that. Abraham was meant to be God's person, but I quelled that because you can't. Well, you can go forward feeling a rejection and allowing the emotion of rejection fester in you. But I didn't allow it to have fester in my life. So for a short time there as an adult, I felt that God had rejected me through Abraham, but I had to come to a proper reconciliation with the Spirit of God and deal with that myself. I think it's quite easy for many people to feel that they're rejected by God. Sometimes bad things happen to us, and we make a judgment that God has rejected us, or God doesn't think we're special, or we're not God's favorite, or God's in somehow treating other people better. That's
Mm.
one of Satan's favorite tools, is to make you feel as though you're not as important as other people, and so it's important to climb up on top of those thoughts and deal with those thoughts. So there's many instances where you can compare yourself to other people and feel that other people are being treated better by God, and God's showing favoritism to other people. And it might not be in my life, but I understand other people have felt that way. And it's just Satan's lie. Satan would just have you believe that you're not as special as other people. And it's one of his favorite things that he shares with people.
Wow. What about since you've been in heaven before all of this transformation? Did you feel rejected by God
No,
in heaven?
no, I didn't.
That's beautiful. What made you not to feel rejected by Him? Do you have that one-to-one relationship with Him?
I just chose to believe that myself.
Mm.
It's a choice. You can allow Satan to continue playing that thought to you, or you can cut it off and refute it with your own thoughts. And I was I grew up pretty strong-minded, and I was able to refute those thoughts. But I don't blame people who have been in heaven, like Tiffany, feeling for years she was rejected or neglected by God. I certainly was rejected and neglected by the Christians, and Victoria, the same way, being rejected and neglected by Christians, and for other people in heaven that were neglected and rejected by Christians. Christians did a lot of harm in heaven, and that's
Wow.
one of the reasons why they've been ejected. So if you're in a place in heaven and you're still feeling neglected and rejected by God, I think it's time for you to take a step and
Mm.
step towards healing, and ask God, can you meet with Him and talk over those things? Sometimes things can fester and get really bad. It can become a really bad wound that stopped you from going forward when you allow things to get worse and worse in your mind. So I encourage people in heaven who are being neglected or feel rejected by God to take up the opportunity to speak. Um, Perhaps we can arrange a testimony day, and I'll call it forth now, that we have a testimony day that can be advertised in heaven of people who feel neglected and rejected by God, to testify how they felt that and they met with God, and He changed their views and everything's fine now. And perhaps we can have a testimony day with those sort of people, because that would be very interesting to go and listen to.
Thank you. So you feel separating the ones that feel rejected, separating that testimony from the current testimonies that is going on at the moment, or
Yeah,
you're thinking
just
addition to
an,
what is
an,
going
an addition to them,
addition.
just
Eh,
a specialist form of testimony that will appeal to people who feel rejected and neglected, maybe listening to 10 testimonies of people who feel in some way the same as you. Maybe that will soften your heart towards going to meet with God yourself.
Thank you. How has seeing God walking around, how has that changed your view of Him?
Yeah, it's remarkable to meet and speak to the God who comes out from his place of living and his palace. It's good to meet with him and walk with him. I haven't approached him when he's been out talking to a group of people. I've just walked past and noticed him, but I have stopped and overheard what he was saying, but didn't engage in the conversation. And it's very good for people to uh, see him and know that he's not afraid of being among the people and talking to people and meeting with people.
Wow. So, do you like this new heaven?
Yeah, it's certainly transformed. It's been good the last few weeks to be able to meet with God and spend time with God. And there's only a select percentage of people, just a small percentage of people that were meeting with God before this
Mm,
time. And it's amazing that everyone in heaven is qualified to meet God now. And so many of them, such a high percentage of them are taking up the opportunity and meeting with Him and being changed by the interactions that they have with Him.
thank you. So, now what have you discovered about your own worth that no one can take away from you now?
God has revealed to me that I'm precious, that I'm important, that I'm worthwhile, that my story counts for something, that my life counts for something, for my descendants counts for something, and he's shown me different parts of my character, the individual characteristics of my personality that mean a lot to him. God's able to talk for an hour about the different aspects of your character and how He loves each part of you. You know, He really loves Matthew's honesty and Matthew's transparency. He loves the gift of giving in Matthew's life. He loves his compassion, his kindness, and yeah, so Jesus and God can go over multiple parts of your personality and comment at length at what they like about you and give you examples out of your life, how you've acted in compassion or how you've been kind to people. And it's good to know that He loves me in so many different dimensions, so many different ways.
Wow. This is an interesting question. What does it do to a person's heart when they believe someone else has been chosen over them?
Provokes envy and jealousy in them, you know. Yeah. Uh, and sorry to bring the enemy into it again, but the enemy's first to suggest that to a person that that other person is
Better
more
than you.
more important, more precious, more valuable to God
Wow.
than you, and people can have that envy and jealousy rise up within them, whether it's valuable, whether it's credible, whether it's real or not. The enemy will always use that to provoke people into the wrong sort of relationship with God. So, yeah.
Hmm. So, do you think can a person spend their lifetime just trying to earn a sense of being chosen.
Yeah, they can when they have wrong belief, when they have a misguided belief that they're not worthwhile, when they have misguided belief that Jesus' death on the cross wasn't enough to qualify them and make them worthy, when they sense that they've got to do something to earn their worthiness, as though they're not really a child of God. They've got to earn their place at the table. They've got to earn for themselves the fact that they're a child. They can't see themselves as precious and valuable to God if they
Mm,
only believe that they can only be precious and valuable to God from something they do. They'll continue
mm.
on that path of continuing to try and prove themselves to God, and that's not a winning path. But some people, that's all they know.
Of course, majority, that's all we know because that's what religion taught us to do, isn't it? You have to keep giving your best to be loved. So you have that mindset, and that mindset is quite difficult to be taken away. It becomes you, and you just think you need to live your life proving over and over and over again. I'm having to overcome that, but it's been a journey for me. Like, I can't believe it at the beginning when Papa used to say, Tolu, you don't need to do anything for me. I'm like, seriously? I could just be a lazy child, just roaming around the house, and that would be good enough for you. Well, that was not what I was taught. So even though that message was coming, it was just going over my head because I was not going to accept that fact. Port, my children sit around, lazing around, watching TV, doing whatever they want to do all day, but I still love them.
Yeah, so
They let,
you see the example of how it could be possible that God could love you like you love your children, but
yeah,
not convinced of that. You have to keep being busy.
no, I was watching on Facebook yesterday, and there's a little girl. I think she might probably be 6. And the mom woke her up. She was sleeping, gave her okra. Okra is one of the soup that they eat in Africa. I don't know whether Matthew has heard of okra before. She went to the kitchen, cooked this okra. A 6-year old. She can be more than 6 to 7. She's very tiny girl. And as I was watching, I'm like, who gives a 6-year old that responsibility to cook? And I was thinking, even my oldest, who is 12, cannot even cook egg. Like, because I've not allowed it, because I've always done majority of the things for them. They just go around walking their free, whatever they want to do with their time. But will I say that because they've not done nothing? I've never even think about it, that because they've not, because I even love them not to do anything. I love them just to enjoy their childhood. And then the moment they clock 18, responsibility begins anyway. So why shouldn't they enjoy just being a child? So that's my approach to how I parent them. But I love the fact that they just sit around doing nothing, just having fun. So why do I think God will be upset seeing me lazing around?
Yeah, why do you think that? Because that's what you've been conditioned, and that's what you've been taught, and it seems so foreign to you.
Yeah,
And I hope as you hear more songs written by the Father, and you hear more songs written by Ben and by Matthew, that you start to come to realize that you're precious and you don't have to do anything. The idea that you don't have to do anything to be loved by God is such a disturbing thought for you.
yes, it is.
Uh, that you find it hard to relax and to be
Yeah,
stationary.
yeah. And do you know one of the reasons why I struggle with that? Because that's one of the ways I show love, because that's why I'm doing the same thing with my children, doing everything for them. Because that's the way I show love to people. Was the way I show love to Ben, serving him as much as possible. So I'm thinking, if I say I love God, then I need to be able to prove it by serving him, not by other words. So in a way, it's also a way of me pouring love into the people I love, like giving myself, serving. So maybe there is a little bit of clash in there between me trying to show love and at the same time the borderline of being sounding as being religious.
Yeah. Is that your love language, acts of service?
Yes, to people. Like I love to give. I love to and when I mean give anything, my time, my money, my to somebody that I love. For me, that's a way of me telling you I love you. If I don't love you, I would not do nothing. But if I love you, I will go out of my way of always trying to do something for you all the time. So for me, that is the way I can show God I love him. And at the same time as well, it's easy for someone else to think it is religious. But it
Yeah.
is at this stage where I am now in my relationship with him, it's no longer religion. It's just a way of me showing him love, which might look too messed up for another person, but for me, that is the way I see it now. But just like what you said, if my children are having to work all day trying to show me love, I'll probably tell them I don't need you to do that.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit. I don't want to receive it, but I want to give it.
Yeah.
That's weird, messed up.
Yeah, it is messed up. You're pretty messed up. Yeah. We'll have to admit it.
Yeah, that's interesting because I don't want to receive it. Like Ben knows when Ben was in the house, like Ben knows that I've got so many chores to do. And if he tries to help me out, I'll complain. I'll say, no, you didn't do it really well. You're better out just not doing it. I'll just do my thing myself. So looking at it now, it's a way of me just trying to say, I don't want him to do nothing for me. I just want to do it all. So maybe that's how I've been wired.
Right.
Yeah.
I got,
Just
got to go to the toilet. I just a sec.
thank you, Matthew. Go to toilet. We'll be right back, Matthew. Ilana, are you okay? Do you need anything? No coffee. No coffee, Matthew.
I just got cordial.
Cold, oh. So you've got a drink now.
Yeah.
You always have one, isn't it? You can't do without your drink.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
dehydration.
Come again.
My dehydration.
Oh, is that why you drink all the time?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
couldn't drink the way you drink. Man, wasn't well, let's change the topic. Let me come back to Ishmael. So Ishmael, how did you eventually separated your identity from the role you were not given?
I had to live with it over time. I had to discover what I was interested in and discover what I wanted to do with my life. Back then, you had to earn a living. You had to have a farm or have an estate or have possessions, and had to discover what I wanted and uh, grow up and do that. And slowly, I got was married and had children, and I developed my way of life and what I felt that I should be doing. And yeah, so slowly my identity moved from being Abraham's son to my own self and my own man,
Wow.
and what I'm called to do.
Wow. Can you really resonate with Esau's story?
Esau, uh,
Esau and
having
Jacob
having Jacob jealous of
chosen.
him, Jacob
No,
chosen. Yeah,
yeah, it's having Jacob chosen and Esau feeling rejected because that's the son of Isaac, your brother. Sorry, those were the sons of Isaac, your brother.
yeah,
And it's as if the same thing that played out between you and Isaac did play out between Esau and Jacob, where Jacob felt chosen and Esau was rejected.
yeah. Yeah,
He,
I do, but I didn't know the biblical story when I was living. Our
oh,
families were separate.
I know
Uh,
you.
so it would be more understanding if I was a Christian and that was in my Bible and I understood it, but not understanding it and having it play out among relatives was something that I wasn't aware of.
Yeah, I think not having it play out is the main thing because your life was separated. You don't know what is happening inside Isaac's life. Isaac doesn't know what is happening in your life. Each other has gone their own way. Bible wasn't available there, by the way.
Yeah,
Bible was just something that was written after those story because your story was in the Old Testament, and that was later, probably maybe after you're dead. That's when the Bible came out. But now that you know the story of Esau in heaven, could you really relate with Esau in a way?
yeah, I could. That my brother was chosen and I was not chosen, and but Jacob did things that were deceitful, did a deceitful thing for his brother. I didn't do any deceitful thing. I was just a child. And Jacob went and deceived the person he worked with the sheep colouring, making the sheep change colour. I didn't do anything deceitful in my life.
Yeah, I was even thinking of you resonating with Esau, not Jacob. Esau was the rejected.
Right, yeah,
You understand what I mean? So it's Esau I'm particular about because Jacob
yeah,
was the chosen. So it doesn't matter whether Jacob was or what do you call it? Whether it was deceptive or not, Jacob was chosen. That was the
yeah.
final.
I can
Jacob,
understand. I can
yeah,
understand what you're saying now.
yeah,
I can tend to relate to the story. Esau seemed rejected and wasn't chosen.
yeah,
So it's not a story that I've looked at because it was a different family. It was
yeah,
not
yeah,
part of what I was doing. Part of my way to cope, part of
yeah,
my way to become the man I am, the man I
yeah.
was to focus on what's happening now, not to focus on what
Mm,
happened before.
that's a good way of coping, isn't it?
Well, that's the best way, for people listening to this on Earth. It's not about what happened yesterday. What happened to you may not have been fair. You may have been rejected. You may have gone through hard times. You may still be getting rejected by your parents or a brother or a loved one. What's important isn't yesterday. What's important is what you can do today. And
Yeah,
you can focus too much on yesterday and allow it to impact you too much. in your today. You know, if you got sacked from your work, you lost your job, you're put off by your firm, or what are you doing today? How are you
Mm,
how are you going to take your experience and your life experience and your job experience into the next job? What are you going to do in your next job?
absolutely.
It's not
Absolutely.
whether you got laid off or rejected by your workplace. What are you going to do today? And so many people are got their whole focus on the past, they've got their whole focus on the unfair thing that happened to them, and they won't be quiet about it. They keep on talking about it. People really don't want to hear about your bad story. It's okay to bring it up once, but to belabor it and keep on talking about it, people don't really want to hear about it. So I got on
Absolutely.
as I became an adult. I got on with earning life and developing property and developing an interest and even in my youth. Bringing in an income to support my mother.
But wow, that's beautiful. That is really, really beautiful. I think what really happened is people misunderstand the word chosen, and that's where the problem lies. There's quite a lot of misunderstanding about what the word we are all chosen. We're just chosen for different things. And I guess that's the same thing that got into the head of Christians, feeling that they were the chosen ones and all other religions are not chosen. That's a big lie. We are all chosen. And when they get to heaven, they are shocked to see that, oh my God, all other religions are here as well. So what happened to us being chosen? No, we are all chosen. We're just chosen for different paths in life. And that just needs to sink in. Jacob and Esau were both chosen because Esau lived a good life. Esau was wealthy as much as Jacob was. So what's the point of being chosen? I guess Jacob just became Israel, but Esau had his own people as well. I've forgotten their name now. Maybe the men, Moabite, wherever. So there were people that stem from Esau as well. So I think the idea of chosen is what people just need to understand that so far you were created because you were chosen. And everyone just need to figure out what they are chosen for and focus on what you are chosen for and not looking at what the other person has been chosen for because there's a price for everything. So I think that's the way I look at chosen now, that no one should feel unchosen because we are all chosen. And that's why everyone needs to operate the way it's operating now. Everyone needs to have access to their father because no father chooses some children and rejects some. The only ones that are rejected are the ones that have rejected themselves. They rejected themselves by not being obedient. That's what Christians, that's why they are out of the house. That's why they've been pushed into where they belong. They unchose themselves. God did not do that. God brought everyone in the gate and He gave us all opportunities to be who He wants us to be. But when the older brother is never going to agree to the rules and regulations, when are you going to kick the other brother out? So nobody should ever think that they are, because God has given them something, that means they are chosen and the other person is not chosen. No, we are all chosen and we are just chosen for different things. And that's why I don't really go into Bible, but I remember this story. I think maybe it was Apostle Paul that was describing it, that every part of the body is important, but we all work together to fulfill the same aim. The ear, the nose, the mouth. You like just see someone that's not got hair. They look weird. Or your nose is missing. So every part of the body needs to function. They are important. And when everyone unites together, we all feel loved and chosen. So that's how I see it now, Ishmael. I don't know how you see it from your, but I think Ishmael, you were chosen as well. You were blessed. You lived a good life. So, of course, being rejected by your father is something that might have cost you a lot of pain, but now you are healed. And I can imagine a lot of people as well in heaven, all this while they've been in heaven, they've been feeling rejected by God because they felt they need to meet this requirement, that requirement before they see God. So now everyone needs to heal. God is healing from missing his children. His children is healing from being rejected by their father for so long. So that's how I see it, Ishmael.
Yeah, so we're having that stadium meeting with people who've felt rejected and finally met God and feel happy and have been healed from that. And that'll be a good meeting for people to be part of. Um, uh, it's self-pity is a dangerous thing, and
Mm.
walking in self-pity and having a habit of pitying yourself, it can be a very destructive thing, and rejection can cause that in a person for you to pity yourself. And
Mm.
it's not necessarily wrong to pity yourself, but it's just a trap that you can fall into when enough bad things have happened to you, or enough things that you can't understand have happened to you. So I pray that people who feel rejected by God or by other people, would be able to go to the meeting of people that were rejected and found peace and comfort and answers in God. I hope that they can go to that meeting.
And can you add, it's not just self-pity, people that give excuses as well. There's always an excuse for one thing. I think excuses is like a result of rejection. I don't know, maybe, but there's always reason for why they think they're not qualified or they can't do something. So it's as strong as self-pity as well. So,
Well, Matthew is leaving that part out for.
and I'm communicating to him directly now. So he got the message. So I didn't even know he left that part out intentionally,
No,
but I know
he
that.
didn't leave. He didn't leave it out intentionally.
Well, yeah, because that's my friend Matthew. There's always excuse for every bloody thing. Excuses, excuses, excuses. I am tired because I don't sleep right. I am. You've not been sleeping right for 30 years and you're still alive. So it's not news. It's dead. So Ishmael, why do humans easily confuse purpose with value?
Well, they don't understand purpose. A lot of humans don't understand their life's purpose. They don't understand it. So, uh, people who find something to do with their life, uh, some sort of recognition, some sort of uh, being worthwhile, some sort of
Yeah.
doing things that make them feel worthwhile. They feel valuable over time because of that.
Mm.
There's such a high percentage of people who live in this world who don't understand their purpose. Michael Jackson understood his purpose. Taylor Swift
Yeah.
understands the purpose. Elon Musk understand understood his purpose. Steve Jobs understood his purpose. So they're all people who are on the world stage or have been part of the world stage, who understood their purpose and lived in their purpose. And from them as demonstrations to people on earth don't
Mm.
understand that's what purpose is. But a very high percentage of people on earth don't know their purpose. They don't understand that God has given them purpose. So uh, some people, like I've said, discover something to do that's valuable, and they feel valued because of that. Some women, maybe men, but some women find that they love flowers, so they become a florist. And in becoming a florist, they find something to do and they find value, and they find their life worthwhile. And many times they've discovered their purpose. So, yeah, there's a small difference between feeling valued and working in your purpose, but most often they coincide.
Wow. Why do you think people assume that different callings, different religion mean different levels of importance before God?
Uh, People just accept variety, and people accept different things. So people of a separate religion think they're unique and think they're different because of that, and they slide into accepting their religion and are happy with that. That many people accept a calling within that religion, or live
Mm.
out a calling according to the way they think and the way they operate. Um, and uh, and so, uh, Matthew forgot the question.
The question is, why do people assume that different callings, different religion means different levels of importance before God?
Yeah, well, that's taught from the religion. That's taught for men. They think that a certain religion is better. They think their religion is better. They think their calling is better. People assume certain things, but there's not a lot of people who assume things or ascribe certain things to themselves that weren't taught that by someone else.
Mm. Wow.
You know, when you live in a Christian church long enough, you think that an apostle is the greatest thing. And
Absolutely.
and if you live in a Christian church, if you're not an apostle, you think a prophet is the greatest thing. Uh,
Yeah.
People who are apostles who've got a calling in a certain faith in Christianity, they think they're great. But you know, someone who's in an Eastern faith, becoming a yogi or a guru is the ultimate. That's like the pastor of the Eastern faith. So there's certain callings that are considered more special, but they're considered more special by the people. But ultimately, it's what they've been taught, and
Mm.
everything is coming through man's teaching.
Absolutely. I agree with you. Everything is coming through man's teaching. Growing up in church, I knew a lot of people cherish being ordained as deacon, as pastors, as reverend, evangelist. The names goes on. A few years ago, I remember one pastor telling me they would like to ordain me as a deaconess. I said, sorry, I don't need nothing. I just want to come to church, do nothing, and out of here. I don't want to be involved in your politics. So what does that deaconess, what does it change about me? Some people like it. They like the fact that they are called apostles, even they know nothing. We have an apostle that used to follow us and see us ridiculous questions. And sometimes Matthew feels so irritated and said, you are an apostle, you should know better. So that's why Matthew doesn't like me calling him apostle, because he's seen so many apostles that are fools that know nothing. I think it just needs to sink into people that the fact that you know somebody as an evangelist, as a pastor, that is well known, that is famous, that does not mean that God valued that person over the ministry he has given you. Because I know Matthew has struggled with that all of his life and he still struggles with it. Even though Matthew might think, oh, yes, he's gotten over it. No, Matthew still wants to be, no, Matthew still wants his message to go way wide, and because he's got these people that he needs to save, that God never gave him to save. I don't know when he became the savior of the world, but he just has the idea that he needs to save everyone, which the idea is good, but is it practical? No. Is it your calling? No. What is your calling? To bless the heart of God. And when you know your role, you don't need to mix your role with another person's role. And you don't need to care about what another person is. So all these names and gurus and nanak and wherever, I don't know, it's just all useless. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't add any value to you before God. Have you come to know that?
Matthew's going to make a drink after he answers this question.
It's good you told me that, because I thought you wanted to go before the question. I wanted to say, sit your bum down, answer the question, then go. So answer the question.
People in this world make a big fuss about names and positions and titles
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
followings, and it shouldn't necessarily make much of a difference to a person who knows God and God talks to them. But
Yeah.
it does, because it's conditioning, it's societal conditioning on people, like people understand Matthew as a writer, they understand Matthew as a YouTuber, they understand Matthew as a prophet. They attach themselves to titles, and it shouldn't be important, but man has so conditioned people into titles and put people in boxes that both the individuals who are part of it and the congregations and the people who follow them really need those titles, or really feel that they really feel that they need those titles.
Wow.
It's not good enough just to be a child of God anymore. You need to be apostle, child of God, or
Yeah. Yeah.
or prophet, child of God, or head worshipper, or worship leader, or a prayer warrior, or something. Everyone needs a title, and they need a following, and they need an Instagram following, and they need everything to be popular in this world. And it's a
Yeah.
sad thing. It's a really sad thing that the world has become that, but it did exist in our day too, and it's just getting worse and worse. And once again, society is controlled by things like that.
Hmm.
Sit yourself down.
Yes. Sit your bum. Sit it down and answer the question.
Sit
Because
your
what?
butt down, boy.
Yeah. Yeah. Matthew, I can be too direct, isn't it?
Yeah, if you think so.
Oh, yes, I know I am direct. I know the way I communicate, but I just don't have time for beating about the bush. Just go straight to the point. So Ishmael, I'll ask you one or two more questions. What identity, actually, let me rephrase. How do we honor our history without becoming imprisoned by it? How have you honored your life without not being imprisoned by it or by people's belief?
You got to be proud of the things you achieve, and let people know the things that you've done in your testimony, but you don't have to boast about the
Mm,
things that you've done. Christ's boast isn't so much in what you did. Christ's boast is who you've become.
Yeah.
It's important for people to know who you are now. It's important for people to know what brought you to this place. So that's your testimony. And
Mm.
people don't want to hear the good works that you've done. Like Matthew, you say Matthew's always banging on about how many books he's written. Well, people really don't want to know how many books he's written. He does that to let people know that there's a resource there, but people aren't really interested. No one's ever commented on that to Matthew. Like that's impressive that you've written so many books. So it's important that you had a past, but your
Mm.
past is making you who you are now, and people are more interested in interacting with the person that you are now.
Wow, 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 wow. So, my last question is, if everyone who has ever felt rejected, listening to you now, forgotten, or compared to someone else who was sitting with us as we are speaking now, what will you most want them to hear?
Uh, the fact that there was a sperm and an egg that met and created you
Mm.
means that you weren't an
Wow,
accident. You know,
wow,
there's millions of sperm that were trying to get to the egg, and
wow.
you were the one that made it out of millions. That's a miracle. And you were a miracle, even though you may never have felt it. So many of you have lived such rejected life, and you've had a stronghold of rejection come over your life. So if people wouldn't reject you, you'd reject yourself. You'd self-reject
Mm.
yourself. You'd make yourself impossible to love. And so even people who were attracted to you eventually gave up because they just
Wow,
got the message that you didn't want to be loved.
wow.
If you've been that person, if you've been a person that's been rejected, whether you accept this or not, you're loved. You're loved by God. And the fact that your sperm got to the egg out of
Mm.
millions means that you're a miracle and you were created. And life is tough and life is hard. And I'm not saying that your life hasn't been hard and hasn't been tough. Well, I'm saying that there is a future. There is a life that can be rebuilt. There's a life that can be made to be worthwhile. Whether you discover that life on earth or you discover that life in heaven, we've all got a God waiting to talk to you, a God that's willing to share his life with you, a God that sees your future and sees your potential, and whether you find your potential, whether you find your purpose on earth or you need to wait until you're in heaven, you're dearly loved and you're loved by me and you're loved by God and you're loved by Jesus and the Holy Spirit and your angel. And your angel really wants you to respond to this message with possibly even asking God to talk to you and asking God a question.
Thank you so much. What is it like speaking to the Ishmael?
Yeah, it's really good. I enjoyed it and I enjoyed having the opportunity to talk to people and and I hope you enjoyed it. Did you?
Oh, I did. I did enjoy it, and I think the topic area of rejection is quite common today. A lot of people do suffer from one. Even Jesus suffers from rejection. God suffers from rejection, so it's relatable to everyone or majority. So, have you got any question for me?
Yeah. How do you feel being in a place where God has put you to write books and write songs? Do you feel that you're achieving your purpose now?
Oh yes, this is what I'm called to do. I enjoy it. It's hard work, or I do enjoy. You know, there's a difference between doing something that you don't enjoy. I was speaking to my physio yesterday and I was saying, you're only 21 and you still got so many years of your life going to work every day. That could be quite daunting when you look at, because he said he doesn't like waking up in the morning when the alarm rings. I'm like, you've only just started. And he said, but Tolu, thank God I'm doing what I love. So I am doing what I love. It's good to find myself useful for God. And it's good not just to be messing around, practicing religion, wasting my time. I'm thinking I'm serving God, whereas I am serving man. So being able to move from serving men to serving God is just so beautiful. So yes, I do enjoy what I do now.
Yeah, good.
Thank you. So Matthew, has anyone got questions for Ishmael on Earth?
Julia, there's a Julia in heaven, but there's a Julia on earth saying, do you think that me communicating with God, do you think God's interested in hearing my story? So God's got all the time in the world for you, and even if your story's going to take hours to talk about, what sort of father, a proper father, a loving father, wouldn't have time for his daughter, and so I envisage that you're not really getting on with your father, but I know that God has plenty of time. Matthew's had long conversations with him and long conversations with Jesus, and I know they're very giving, and they certainly have the time for you, and would love to talk to you. But part of one of the parts of being rejected is not feeling worthy of someone's time, not feeling that you're important enough to talk, you're not important enough to spend a person's time, and there could be an element of that in your question, and God's got all the time in the world for you.
Thank you. Any other person in heaven or on earth?
So Julia in heaven says, uh, thank you for what you had to say today. I'm going to attend that rejection sharing. I think that'll be good for me. Do you perceive prophetically that it would be a good thing for me? A sense that you have a bit of a prophetic gifting. Well, everyone who's born of the Holy Spirit has the potential to be a prophetic person and move prophetically. And I know that if you want to go to that rejection testimony day, that it'll be good for you. You also had issues with your family and your father, and that whatever that's fresh is still there as a wound. There'd be helpful things that you can learn in that testimony thing, and hopefully that will encourage you to open up to God and start to deal with that. God may heal all that himself, or he may get you a counselor to work more in depth with that. But thank you for your question, and I commend you into the arms of God.
Thank you. Wow. Thank you, Ishmael. We really appreciate your presence today. And speaking to you has been a beautiful. I've learned so many things from what we've said today, and I've captured things in my jotter as well. That actually, from this conversation, I've been able to get 2 books out. So thank you. Always looking for resources and ideas. So, part two. Let me start from my darling treasure. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I enjoyed your songs that you wrote in the last day.
Mm.
I enjoyed the songs that I wrote to you, and I enjoyed especially the songs that you wrote to Ben, and you really make me happy in so many ways. The way you treat your children, the way you approach your work, the way that you approach writing songs, the way you approach writing books, everything you do, the way you pray, the way you talk to me, the way that you share your time with people, everything is impressive.
Appreciate that, darling. Do I spend a lot of time with you in heaven?
Yeah,
Like, yes.
yeah,
Wow.
you do. You spend enough time for us to have good chats, sometimes with Ben, sometimes without Ben, but we spend good time together. As much as I need from you.
So I'm meeting your needs.
Yeah.
Thank you. What is it like hearing from Ishmael?
Yeah, it was good to hear from him. Who do you think told you to interview Ishmael?
I, I didn't know from nowhere. It was just as I was about to sleep. I just heard it in my spirit, Ishmael. There was no way that name was going to come to my mind. No way. So it might be Daniel, do you think?
Yeah, it could have been Daniel.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Or is it
Well,
you?
pretty strange for you to think of that name, but we rely on you hearing, so as long as you're hearing, that's a good thing. Turned out pretty good.
Yeah. And of course, a lot of people can resonate with Ishmael as well
Yeah,
in that. So I'm glad we spoke to Ishmael today.
yeah,
You have felt rejected as well.
yeah, too much.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'll be at that testimony time.
Yeah. Will you try and give testimony as well?
Yeah, I will.
That would be good. People would love to hear your testimony.
Yeah,
Maybe you could,
Jesus may make an appearance there.
yeah, dive deep into your rejection. Let people understand that you resonate so well with them because you have walked that same path.
Yeah,
And there's no one that's ever felt rejected like you have ever felt in life. Because a lot of people always look at the rejection from one side, but they never look at rejection from your side as well. So it's good to be able to have both sides of how you feel rejected. If Holy Spirit can make it as well, we rarely see Holy Spirit speak. It will be good for Holy Spirit to be able to share that because no one even really, we don't really recognize him much. It's just behind the scene.
yeah,
So, so you will be in that testimony ground as well.
yeah,
It's a good idea, isn't it?
yeah. It's a good idea from Ishmael.
Yeah. People have been speaking to you in your private time. Have they been expressing how they felt in heaven?
Yeah, they have.
Wow.
Yeah, they have. There's a lot of great communication happening.
Wow. That's
I
beautiful.
foster that relationship. They ask initial questions, and then when they reach the stage when the questions finish, we can have good conversations.
Wow. So does my song make you feel seen?
Just your songs or your
Yeah.
song?
The songs I'm writing to you, does it make you feel seen?
Yeah, it does. They do. Yeah, yeah, they do. I I especially love your relationship with me.
I look up love your relationship with me on YouTube.
That's my TV.
Why is it talking?
I was trying to repeat what you said. So at random. I'm not even speaking to the remote, so I don't know where I got that from. Wow. So what kind of relationship do I have with you in there?
A close one. One like a husband and wife would have an intimate relationship where we share a lot that's going on in our mind and a lot that's going on in heaven, a lot that's helping me make decisions.
So do you see them coming out of my songs? What we discussed in heaven, when what you told my spirit, do you see it reflected in the lyrics I write for you? Does it align together? Does it resonate with you?
Yeah, you're doing a good job. You're reflecting your love that you have for me in your lyrics, and sometimes you're saying the same thing.
Wow. Wow. I love you.
I love you too, Tolu, and Ife.
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 Ife, which means love. Yeah. Thank you. Wow. Hello, my beloved Ben. It's your turn.
It's good to be chosen.
Why did you say that?
It's good to be chosen. Number two.
Oh, Ben, don't start. Do you feel like number two?
No, just like number two in your conversation, you know.
Okay, now.
We
Okay.
know the Holy Spirit is the last one, and I was
Yeah.
number two, but sometimes you pick me as number one.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but I still come to you. And that's the most important thing, isn't it? How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. You are doing good songs and you're traveling really well, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you. It's so beautiful, isn't it? To be able to put your thoughts into lyrics.
Yeah, it's good that you can write to me and share your love for me. It's a good example for people to hear how a wife can love a husband. Uh, it'd be good if widows could tune in and hear that they could write these sort of songs about their husband to their husband.
Yeah.
But not many widows know that they can communicate with their husband in heaven.
Yeah. And you see a lot of people suffer. And that's why I'm grateful for this connection, because it helps me cope better. Pretty much. Wow. I love you.
I love
Did
you.
you did you learn from today's conversation with Ishmael?
Yeah, it was a good conversation. It was some good things to hear. Uh,
Yeah.
People don't understand how hard it was in those days.
Yeah. You mean for Ishmael?
It didn't have social security, it didn't have government handouts. Single women with children didn't get help. They needed people with charity to help them out.
Wow. So are you going to be attending the testimony night as well for the people that have ever felt rejected?
Yeah, I think there's been multiple stadiums that are going to be filled with that.
Wow. Have you ever felt rejected, Ben?
Not by you.
Oh, it's good to know that you've not felt rejected by me. That won't be good, isn't it? So Who have you felt rejected by?
By people that used to hear me speak and people who met me. Yeah.
Yeah. Because they couldn't be patient enough to allow you to speak, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. You never felt rejected by God while you were on earth, all the things.
Sometimes I felt things were tough with God, but I didn't feel rejected by him.
That's beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah. It's good to talk to you, darling.
I love you. I hope I have nice time with you in heaven. Hello, my precious son, Emmanuel. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, Mum. I'm doing good.
How's everything?
What sort of revelation do you want today?
Give me anyone you think will bless my heart.
Yeah, did you hear Gabriel, what Gabriel said that I told him?
Yeah. You want to expand more on that?
No, but you can share with the people what he said if you want.
I'm trying to look for it. It's where is it? Okay, hold on. It's got 2 different numbers now, so I need to see the text message where he sent it. Okay. It said, "Good morning, Your Royal Majesty of the Most High God."
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Sounds like you're his queen. Doesn't it? That's how Matthew reads it.
How do you read it? You told him.
That's what I meant. You're God's queen.
Wow. Are you happy that your mom is God's queen?
Yeah, I am happy. I already knew that.
For a long time.
Yeah, for a little while. Your Papa's God's secret weapon.
Secret weapon.
Yeah.
That's profound. Secret weapon. Have I made, as me being in his life, made him a different God than the God you knew before?
Yeah. He's a lot more happier and content now. He's not worried.
He used to be worried before, isn't he? Because he couldn't dream about the future. The current state is not good. So how do you dream about the future?
Yeah. He was shut down with pain.
Wow. Pain is not good, isn't it? It can break.
Your song God in Agony is
Yeah.
a song, but it's out of date now.
Yeah, it is. Because it's coming out of agony, even though he's still in agony, Manuel. But he's more hopeful. He can see the future because the things that causes him pain, I'm sure majority are still there. But he's hopeful that it's getting closer now.
Yeah.
That things are going to be okay. And that alone gives you joy, even in the midst of the sadness.
Yeah, it does. The things of earth worry him, but he's not so much worried about heaven anymore.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah. That used to be half of his pain.
Heaven, half, earth, half.
Yeah.
And then walking out, being among your children. It's so beautiful. So thank you, Emmanuel. So yes, that the agony song is, I agree with you. It's a little bit obsolete now, but at least that's where we started the journey from. So
Yeah.
it's always good to still remember where we came from. Yeah. Thank you, darling. I thought you wanted to tell me something. You asked me
No,
questions.
it's all right. I'm only joking with you. Matthew's always wondering what the revelation is going to be.
Oh, because you're always the revelation bearer.
Yeah. Keep it secret.
I love that. That was in one of the videos. Emmanuel is a keeper of secret. I think it was Dad that was speaking. When I mean Dad, Ben. I said, Emmanuel is keeper of secret, and God can never give Matthew any secret that he doesn't want to be out. He gives him right at the moment that he needs it to be out, because Matthew is just going to let it out straight away.
Yeah. You can't keep secrets.
No. It's not part of him. Do you think he could change when he gets to heaven? Maybe he could be more secretive.
Maybe.
Am I secretive, Emmanuel?
In some respects.
In what way?
You don't repeat things I tell you, but you don't remember the things I tell you.
Yeah, I don't. Sometimes I do, but it just depends on the time of the day that I was told and how important the message is. But I guess the important ones I do tend to remember them. Yeah, but I am very secretive. I'll only tell you what I want to tell you. So it's not everything I tell Matthew, because it's only what I need to be let
Tell
out.
Matthew anything.
Yeah, come again.
You don't tell Matthew anything.
I do tell him, but of course, when I tell him that I've just had a nice conversation with God, what will Matthew say? What was it? No. What happened between husband and wife? You don't share it outside. So
Nope.
sorry,
Nope.
it's not coming
Nope.
out.
Nope.
How do you want God to trust me if I keep telling you what he tells me? He's not going to trust me. Trust is very important. So that's it. Thank you, Emmanuel. Hello, Vanessa. How are you?
Hello, Mum. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Keeping busy.
Oh, what are you doing? What keeps you busy?
Teaching people, mentoring people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I
are you enjoying it?
I help the 100 girls that Matthew had that he thought were wives. I help them, and I mentor other women and men also, and I speak to the elite. Matthew often forgets what I'm doing.
Isn't it interesting? Matthew, I'm not asking you, so you interject there. Matthew often forget. That's not what Vanessa said. That's the word that came out of your mouth. I didn't say, Matthew, do you remember? I said, Vanessa, what are you doing? It's two different things.
Yeah.
You are the best. Hmm?
We understand.
Yeah, you've already said what she's doing. So why did you say Matthew forgets? Because I didn't say, Matthew, do you remember? Thank you, Vanessa.
See you, Mum.
Love you. Don't mind Tiffany, what she said yesterday, that she spent more time with me than you. Don't mind her. She's stirring the ball.
I wasn't hurt by that. She lives with Dad, so she
Come again.
she lives with Dad, so it's only natural that she uses
Exactly.
his kitchen as her kitchen.
Exactly. But she likes to stirring the pot as well. Tiffany is notoriously known for that. Oh, thank you. Daddy, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, daughter. How are you?
I'm good. How's Cynthia and Taylor and your other crews?
They're wonderful. Everyone's wonderful.
And how is your life?
Yeah, good. All of them have entered into study.
Studying school?
Yeah, not for ballerinas, but teaching. Like Paul's school with his 8 wives.
Ah, so what are they doing? Are they teaching people or they're going to learn?
They're going to learn.
Ah, what do they need to learn? What are they learning? Is it
Uh,
theology?
yeah, whatever Paul's teaching.
Oh, so they enroll in Paul's training.
Yeah,
Okay. Are you going to school as well?
yeah. I'm going with them, sitting in their class, helping them learn and helping them discuss what they're learning.
Yeah, that it would be good if you teach as well, because when you get to that stage that you feel you could teach it, because you're such a good teacher, such a good teacher. And when you are not, your students used to love you so much because you know how to teach. So it will be good for you to do something like that later on when you think you're ready.
Yeah, thank you for that advice.
Yeah, I love you,
Always
Daddy.
making things happen, aren't you?
You brought me up that way. You're not a lazy father. You were so hardworking growing up. So I learned a lot from you, Daddy. So I'm sure you're still working hard in heaven. Are you?
Yeah, I'm busy doing things. I spend a lot of time with Michael and John
What do you
and
do with them?
and your father. Just fellowshipping with them, being a good friend to
My
them.
father. Who's my father? You are my
Your,
father. I don't
your
know what you
husband,
mean.
your husband.
Oh, Ben.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Well, Ben can be my father as well.
Just fellowshipping with them.
So what do you learn from fellowshipping with them?
Just being their friends.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Just being a good friend to them.
Wow. That's beautiful.
Sometimes you don't have to swap things or learn things. Sometimes it's good just being a friend. Just like Bob, Matthew's father, mightn't so much have a lot to teach me, but he's certainly a good friend.
That's good that you're mixing with the right people. So that by the time I get home, you're ready to be a dad I could lean on, because I will have to be leaning on you, Daddy.
Do you think
So
so?
I love you. Yeah, you're my father. I'll always lean on you forever. You're so dependable. When I had children and you were not here, I knew if you were here, you would come and take care of my children without complaining, which is strange. But you were that kind of father who do everything, every type of chores. You don't complain. You don't. Do you help your wives as well at home?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're still the same daddy. What do you think of my songs for my two darlings?
Yeah. I'm loving them. They are maybe a stretch for women to know God in that way, and a stretch for women to know their husbands in that way, but it's a good stretch. It's good for people to be stretched. They're certainly not stretched by the current worship music.
Yeah, because it's quite repetitive, isn't it? It's the same thing. We all recycle, praising God. And God has been praised for generations, but it was still in pain.
Yeah.
So I guess, well, but what I wasn't writing it actually to praise God. I just saw it as a ministry to be encouraging both of my husbands. So, Dad, what is it like for your daughter having two husbands? How do you process that?
Just like me having multiple wives. That is an easy one to answer.
Like father, like daughter.
Yeah.
Is that how you process it?
Yeah, God has met individually and together with my 10 wives
Wow.
and is pouring his love especially into them.
Oh, God really loves you, Daddy. Wow. Dad, I want you are.
He's the one who suggested they all go and learn of Paul.
Wow.
And so they took his advice.
Wow, that's beautiful. Wow. Take me to some of Paul's classes when I come to heaven, Daddy.
Yeah.
If I've got time.
It's Paul's classes and his wife's classes. His wives are teaching to.
Yeah, if I've got time, take me along once in a while. Because I always want to give time to my two husbands. But if you think I've got any time I could squeeze in, grab me, let's go to the class together. So, but Dad, you are independent of. Actually, Dad, what do you think? Me now trying not to refer to God as Papa anymore. How does that make you feel?
Makes me feel good. I suggested that, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
You did. Does it make any difference to the relationship or to you or the way you perceive the relationship? Does it make
No, it makes a difference to the respect that you show God.
Wow.
Yeah. It's important for you to respect your husband. And as far as I know, no one really calls him darling treasure.
Thank you, Daddy. That's a lovely name, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Do you think I'm doing a good job of being wise to both of them?
You're doing a splendid job. That's name of a fake sugar in Australia. Splendid.
Hmm.
You're doing a
So,
splendid job.
because it's always good to hear feedback from you, Dad, because I know you will tell me the truth.
Yeah, you're making them both happy. Neither of them are jealous of each other.
That's good.
They're both very happy and fulfilled.
Wow. Thank you, Daddy. I love you. Before I go, how is your senior brother, the one that stood in as dad for me on my wedding day to bed?
He's good. He's enjoying what you're doing. He's enjoying the songs. He's enjoying the books. He's enjoying your marriage to God. He's enjoying Ben, and he's around.
It's like another dad to me, you know that, Daddy.
Yeah,
It's my other dad. I've got two daddies. So
yeah,
Matthew, this is my dad's elder brother, but step brother. So
yeah,
from different mother,
yeah,
but the same father. And it's just like my dad. It's like duplicate of my dad in terms of not in appearance, but in the characteristics that he's got. It's just like the way my dad is. That's how he is.
yeah.
Generous, loving, caring, everything that you could think of my dad. They were both teachers. They both know how to teach. They both taught mathematics. There's quite a lot of similarities in the two of them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so I know you're listening now, but I want you to know that even though I've not mentioned you for a while, I love you like I love my dad.
Yeah, thank you, darling. I
Why are you
appreciate
emotional?
it. What's that?
You wanted to say something? You said, I thought you were emotional.
I appreciate it. I appreciate your thanks. I spend time with your father and I spend time with your husband. I've been to June's dinner table. I'm a big part of
Oh,
your life up here.
oh,
Yeah. You just didn't remember meeting me, but we spend time together.
You remember the marriage that you stood in as my father to Ben? I always appreciate you for doing that for me.
Well,
And
Ben did an extraordinary thing in heaven. Heaven has
yeah,
never seen that before.
yeah, he did. And I always honor him for that. You know, you might not know why I love you, like I love my dad. I don't love my dad more than I love you. I love you the same way.
Yeah.
And that's because growing up, every time you visited us, you always give us money. You bring things. You love us. You play with us. I can't forget all of those instances. That's the thing. When you create memories in children's life, they remember for life. So you are like another dad. So I'm glad that my dad is taking you along and you're close to Ben. Go to the dinner table. I wasn't expecting to hear that, but I want God to treat you like my dad.
Yeah, I miss you.
Thank you.
I miss talking to you.
I'm sorry.
Perhaps you can talk to me through Matthew sometime.
I will. I will. I will. And just like I said, whatever my dad deserves, you deserve it as well, because I love you as my dad. So God has got two dads to deal with. I love you.
Yeah.
Wow. Didn't expect that. So bye, Dad.
Bye.
Tiffany,
Hello.
how are you? How are you, my precious, special sister from another mother?
Yeah, I'm really good.
Matty, why are you looking at the time?
How long have we got now?
Well, you know the time when we started, and you know how long I said I've got.
2
Are you
hours?
getting tired? Yeah. Are you getting tired?
No? Okay.
We're almost done. I've got a meeting in half an hour, Matthew. So I've got to go in half an hour at most. So how are you, Tiffany?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm doing okay. Always in good spirits. Ever since I busted through and talked to you and gave you like a dressing down, I've been good ever since.
You always say something, dressing us down. You dress myself and Matthew down. You people need to think it's just not Christians here. Yeah, we're very sorry. We deserve the dressing down.
Took a year for that message to really
Stick.
resonate and happen.
Yeah, because
Got you focused on making a different message. Now, Christians were hardly mentioned in this message today.
yeah, can't you see that I've really progressed really well in this last I think since the door has been opened, that God has been walking around, that's when I changed my mindset. It's intentional now. It's just like when I moved from calling God Papa, from God to Father, it was there's a mindset change, then Father to Papa, now then Father to Papa to my darling treasure. Is you have to keep reprogramming your mind
Yeah.
to align to the way you're thinking now. So I've had to reprogram my mind when it comes to religion as well, that religion doesn't exist in my own world anymore, even though people still think they're in one religion, but it's no longer. I try to avoid that word religion no longer because it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Were you blessed from the message today?
Yeah, it was a good message. I've certainly been rejected in my life.
Oh.
I think half of the people in heaven are going to turn out to those meetings.
Yeah, it would be good for you to testify, Tiffany, because you've got a lot of good testimonies that could encourage a lot of people coming from witchcraft, people that think they don't deserve God, how God has drawn you closer from just speaking up to being one of his loved.
Me and Victoria have both been tapped to go and speak.
Wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I would love to speak in that as well if it was possible. Maybe if it's when I'm in heaven, I wouldn't mind. Matthew has experienced rejection as well, so I think it can resonate. Or even just listening in will be beautiful. Yeah. Thank you, Tiffany. I love you. Victoria, how are you?
Hello, my darling. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm pretty good. I'm staying out of trouble.
That's good. Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Matthew's giving you enough time when it comes to heaven?
Yeah, he's a real darling.
Oh, that's good. So has that shifted your relationship in a beautiful way?
Yeah, I couldn't imagine for anything better.
Wow. I love you, Victoria.
I love you too, and I'm glad you're growing from time to time and writing good songs and yeah.
You say you glad. Oh, go on, Victoria.
What's that?
Oh, I thought you wanted to say something.
I really appreciate you.
Thank you. You said I'm growing. In what way?
Oh, just the dimension and the depth of your love songs to God are really growing,
Oh,
getting deeper and deeper.
yeah. When you see me with God, do I show him that kind of love?
Yeah, he can't keep his hands off you.
That's good. I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Victoria. I hope Matthew can keep his hands off you as well when you're around him.
Pretty frisky.
That's so funny, Victoria. Oh my God. What is it like living with me half of the time?
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
We have nice times together.
Yeah. We sit
I
in
need
the
to
living room in our pajamas and watch videos.
I need to teach you how to cook Nigerian food.
You already
So
taught me.
I've already taught you.
Yeah.
Wow. I love cooking for Ben. I need to put that in bracket for Ben. I used to love cooking for my dad as well. When my dad was here before I got married, my dad used to love my food. So I hope he still eats my food in heaven. Yeah. So thank you, Victoria. I love you.
I love you too, darling.
Thank you. Bethany, how are you?
Yeah. Hello, Mum. How are you?
My boss.
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for getting.
You've been listening to me and Sharon and Daniel very
Oh,
well.
are you still speaking to me, Bethany?
Yeah, sometimes.
Well, do I listen to what you tell me?
Sometimes you think I'm the Holy Spirit speaking to you.
Wow. You always be in my life, isn't it, Bethany?
Yeah, always be part of your life.
Thank you. You started this journey for me, and I will always be grateful to you, Bethany. We started this journey together, and I guess we'll always be together for eternity. Myself and Matthew are looking forward to coming home one day.
Yeah.
And to be with you guys forever. It will be the best day of our lives. We look forward to it. Thank you. Hello, Ruth. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
It's good to talk to you.
Thank you.
I just want to share with you, Matthew, that you really are terrific with your wives and told you to do certain things, and you immediately did it with your wives. And you may not know on earth what you've done, but
Wow.
making them all happy.
Wow, that's beautiful. Isn't it, Matthew? It's good to hear these feedbacks. Yeah, that's the feedback I care about. I don't care about the feedback from YouTube. This feedback keeps me going. So thank you, Ruth.
Yeah, thank you for talking to me.
You're welcome. Hello, Michael. How are you?
Hello, Tolu, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Your music is lighting up heaven, and people are learning to love the Father and learning of your love for the Father and seeing parts of their lives in the worship, and they understand that you're the partner with God, but they can still relate to parts of
Absolutely.
themselves. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Has it impacted you in any way?
Yeah, it's deepened my relationship with God. I've
That's
talked to
beautiful.
God about it and asked, could I have a similar relationship with Him, just like Ben has a relationship with God.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure if Ben was to write the same song, it will probably be similar because he's as close to God as I am to God, or even more closer to God than I am. Yeah, so that's beautiful. Well, you can continue to work on the songs. I hope we still work together anytime I come to heaven. That would be beautiful. So thank you, Michael. I love you. Hello, John.
Hello, Tolu, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm staying out of trouble. That's Matthew's Colossians.
Matthews. That's what I wanted to say. That is Matthews saying dying out of trouble. Wow.
I'm doing good, and all the people I love are happy.
Oh, that's good. So that changes everything, isn't it?
Yeah. Your
At
father
least
is a really beautiful man.
oh,
Yeah, he's been special to me and Ben and Michael. He's special to the people that are special to you.
so you know why I love him?
Yeah. He's taken us all on as his special assignment.
I couldn't complain to God. I had a good father, I had a good husband. So there was no complaint from him. So thank you. That feedback really touches my heart. Thank you.
That's all right.
Apostle Paul, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm staying out of trouble, like Matthew
As
said.
well. As your is it your school?
Yeah, my theology school.
Yeah, how's it going?
Yeah,
Are you changing things?
yeah. That my wife's have written the new syllabus.
Wow.
Yeah,
You're definitely maximizing your wives, isn't it?
yeah. Well, they're all good teachers. They're all good students. They all needed a purpose.
Wow. And that has enriched your life in a different way.
Yeah, so they teach each other's syllabus, and we're doing a wonderful job, and got enrolled with students, and everything's great. People from all different faiths are coming to the school, and it's wonderful.
Oh, I love you, Apostle Paul. I always want to sit at your feet and listen to you, Apostle Paul.
Yeah. Yeah,
Tired
I'm
much?
really pleased that your father's wives are coming.
Oh, are they adding
They're asking good questions.
value to this?
Yeah.
So they're adding value to. Okay. Thank you, Apostle Paul. Have I said hello to Mama?
No.
No. Hello, Mama.
Hello. How are you doing, Tolu?
I'm good. How are you doing as well?
Yeah. How are you doing? Are you managing your time properly?
Oh, yes. Yeah. I've gotten used to initially adding the songs to it was a stretch for me, but God always gives me the grace to stretch and cope. So yeah, so I've gotten used to it now. So
Yeah.
it's fine. It's fine. Thank you.
Yeah, it's good to have you. We enjoyed the fish meals that you cooked for us.
Yeah. I don't tend to eat fish often on earth, but it's good that I cook fish in heaven.
Yeah, we enjoy the meals that you cook when you come around.
Yeah, I love my jollof rice. I hope I've cooked jollof rice for you guys with goat meat lamb. Oh, so good. Yeah. So I hope I've prepared proper Nigerian meal for you guys.
You've done a good job.
Thank you, Mama. Thanks for your presence in Ben's life.
Yeah, that's a pleasure.
I appreciate it. And Bob, am I still going out with fishing with you guys?
Every time you come,
Oh, so we do have a good time together.
you're building a good relationship together.
Oh, does Ben still come with us?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. That's good. Well, take me on the fishing trip. It's fun. I love you. So Matthew, coming now to Jesus. Hello, Jesus. Jesus, Jesus.
Hello, darling. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing, Jesus?
Yeah, I'm having a good time.
Oh, always excited to speak to you, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm glad you are. I'm
Oh,
glad you are happy. I'm happy for a change.
that's good. Have you gotten used to being happy now? Because it does take a while to get used to being happy if you've never really been happy much.
Yeah, it's a new mindset.
Yeah.
But I've got to turn up sometimes for those rejection
Testimonies.
testimonies.
Yeah. You're going to bless a lot of people by sharing your testimony, don't you think, Jesus?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love you. Mary Magdalene, I'm saying hello as well. I love you. And then Holy Spirit, how are you doing, Holy Spirit?
Hello, I'm doing really good. I'm having a good time on my holiday too.
Oh, that's really beautiful. So you are having fun as well.
Yeah, I am.
Thank you, Holy Spirit. And Daniel, the boss.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good.
So
Are you still?
I'm pleased at the way everything's happening. Pleased
Oh,
with your books. I'm pleased with your music. I'm pleased with these interviews. I'm pleased how heaven has been organized and everyone's listening.
wow. Thank you, Daniel. I want you to be pleased. I hope I do spend some time with you as well in heaven, Daniel.
Yeah, we do spend time together.
Oh, thank you. And how is Sharon doing?
Yeah, she's great. She's lovely. She loves leading your thoughts.
Ah, so a lot of thoughts coming from is coming from Sharon as well.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Daniel. I really, really appreciate everything that you're doing in my life. I do not take you for granted, and everything you're doing in heaven. We love you, Matthew.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.